Deck check! Looking deck check the first and only unscripted, unsupervised, Looking deck check the first and only unscripted, unsupervised, unhinged testing ripoff, and today we've got another Patreon deck check because I'm busy every other weekend. I got shit to do, something in my eyes. My dog is in the hospital. This is an Enneacraft list that was brought to a top 8 finish at the Hollywood Regional by Miss Nicole Nicotera. The reason I am bringing up her name specifically right now is because I actually got a funny story about her. If you guys know that tweet that Danny made at YCS Columbus about how he won a rivalry flight because me and my opponent went into time and got a double loss, she was the opponent from that tweet. I don't know, I just thought that was funny, because I already had this was already sent to me on Patreon before I went to YCS Columbus and this happened, so anyway, this is like a fairly standard list for Enneacraft as it exists currently. Even like the subspace battle tech has kind of become like what people expect from Enneacraft at this point. If you aren't aware of it yet, you just get to reveal 3 of the level 9s that all have like 3,000 attack. Unless your opponent is on like Nibiru or something, you're probably winning the fight with them and you just get to add 3 of them to hand while like killing 3 of your opponent's guys from deck that maybe they get some sort of advantage from. But in exchange, you get 3 guys that all protect you from different stuff on your opponent's turn. It doesn't matter that you can't activate them yet because you get to summon them from hand with like one of the little ones effects. And this list did go like a little bit viral when it went up because somebody tweeted out a clip of her talking about how she had like random cool tunes in the extra deck, so if her opponent like looked at her extra deck with Crackle, they would think it was the mirror. And then also during her opponent's turn, she could read their extra deck cards to remember what they did. Because of course the only reason you care about the extra deck in this deck is 1 for Fallen the Virtuous, and 2 for Phydralis Harmonia. Phydralis needs you to be on like at least 5 Synchro Monsters, so filling out the rest so that you can resolve the other 2 copies is like probably the smartest way to use this. So let's see if we can emulate some of that success and flip our opponents off. There, that's the joke we're going with. Fuck. Alright, this gives me a chance to tell this story. Cause like this is like a little funny. It's like a tiny bit funny. It's like 1% funny. I don't think we have a fucking shot here, but let's see. Anyway, I got Time Thief in that rivalry flight, right? And the Time Thief deck has DD Crow in it. She was playing Primite Magic Key. She tries to use Drill Beam to, does it reset itself? I think it resets itself. I haven't played against Drill Beam in a while. That card sucks now. But I DD Crow it, and she says, "Oh, that can only target monsters." And for a second, I'm like, "It does?" For a second, I believe her. I don't know why I believed her, because I know what DD Crow does. But I have to stop and reread it. And Danny's sitting there waiting for us to finish. He's like, "No, it doesn't." I read it, I'm like, "No, it says cards." And she's like, "Oh, I only started playing in like 2019, so I don't really know what that card does." All I can say is, I respect the angle. I respect the angle there. That was the most memorable part of that match. Time Thief fucking sucks. We've got polymerization. We're going to polymerize. We've polymerized. That shit polymer as fuck. How do we beat 2 Ligers? You know, what is crime, really, if you think about it, in a Socratic sense? We gotta watch 12 Hungry Men after this, because me and Stove were quoting 12 Hungry Men all fucking weekend. I'm tired of your pontificating, Henry Fonda. I don't care if you're juror number 8. If we don't get this thing settled by the end of the night, I'm gonna cut your pretty face up. You hear me? I was made for these streets. Whooshing! All right. I also have a knife. I also have a knife. It's so fucking funny. The problem with quoting 12 Hungry Men is that it's actually like, it's so like, it's scripted so casually and loosely that it's difficult to quote, right? It's hard to say what's like the things that they say in that video. Because you could kind of tell, like, not even they remember what they said after they said it. How far along are they in this combo? Lunalight players, what % of the combo is done here, would you say? 50%? Alright, alright. We're halfway there. We can think of 50% more bits. 6, maybe 7. Okay. You know what? Actually, that's funny. Ah. Steve Martin. Dugaris. Dugaris, really? That's... That one, we're done. That one's done. That joke, we're done. We did it, we got it once, we're not doing it no more. Using the reborn effect of Dugaris, so we're very confident that we're just going to have game on board here. And if the turn rolls back to us, we get to attack position, just swing for 8k here. I very seriously believe that if you activate the reborn effect of Dugaris, you've done something wrong. You probably are stupid. You might not have, like, a pulse. You might be dead. The thing is, I don't think I can beat the double Liger board, but I think I can put 4 defense... I think maybe I can put monsters on the field in defense position that they can't out, right? I think that's a possibility. I can't beat them, but I can make it so that they also can't beat me, theoretically. And if they don't have a main phase, then that's even better, right? I think that's, like, currently the plan. But I don't know, I'm open to suggestions. Not, like, good suggestions. If you have, like, something stupid to say, that's what I'll take. Try and burn to death. So that's a good idea. I don't need that shit. We don't need it. No. No. Oh, shit. Wait. Oh, shit. A rat. That's actually not very good here. I want Architail, but if I can't activate Architail, then it's, like, worthless to me. I think we still... No, I don't think we do it. Can you goad them into saying something bannable and report them? Alright, actually... You know what? Let's summon the Leon. And put that there. Activate. What are we doing? What are we doing? What's going on? What's happening here? What are they? They're thinking about something. You know what it is they're reading every single line of text on this card, which is a misplay. You should just, like, identify what's going on and then worry about everything else on the Enneacrafts later. I'm sure none of that's relevant right now, right? These are called EC counters in the TCG, by the way. So that's kind of what we were hoping for, is they would just chain to, like, I don't know, see if it does something. And what is this? This bounces 3 cards, not face-up cards. Spark, okay. Because they know they're losing the Spark if we can't get rid of you, so... Let's try anyway. Let's see what happens, actually. Nothing, obviously, yeah. So now they don't have... They don't have the IP anymore. They still have the Liger Dancer to kill stuff. Negating that. Doesn't destroy, though. So we still have release. I'm trying to release my semen. I'm sure you're all aware. What if we kept Mask and forced them to link Liger off? Oh, that actually would have been the play, wouldn't it? I didn't think about that. That probably does look stupid now. Because I did have, like, the out, like, just there waiting for me. And I just didn't do it for some reason. Where are you? You, and then we didn't fully click the other one, and I don't know where it went. There. Okay, so it would have been better to get reset to place this from deck, but we're only on 2, so we need to reveal one of the field spell. So we're just like, because we can't reveal all 3 reset, we're slightly missing out here, which is just mildly annoying. Reset would do just a little bit. Hold on, here's the plan. We reveal SpongeBob Big Guy Pants. They don't know what's going on. They're still reading Subspace Battle. They're still reading. Alright, we win. We can't reveal Architail, because if we do, then we don't get to activate it this turn. So I'm going to reveal Ataramar. And then... surely it's not Vanities, is it? No, you know, I think actually we reveal Vanities. And now here's what we're gonna do, is we're actually just gonna put back... we're just gonna put back a fuck ton of guys. We don't need all this shit. We want Architail. That's what we want. That's not helpful. We haven't activated this one, though, so we could do that. We go Architail. Then like Isa, Pixia. Not good enough, not good enough. Effective. Back to this thing. Summon the big one. Summon you, because you're not actually going to do anything in this matchup. We should play 3 Architail if it's that important. It's true, we should. You know, I actually agree. I remember in the profile she was saying like she wishes she could play 3 of it, but like you just can't justify it. Then we're gonna normal set one. No, we already... No, yeah, we already normal summoned. I want to normal set the other one so that they can't pop both of them, but... Anyway. Now, notably, they don't have game on board. They can do some damage. They're gonna kill both of the sets. We paid life point. Yeah, but then they don't have enough damage still. Because they don't have a main phase. They're 200 off. Exactly. We thought this through. Damn, wouldn't it be crazy if you had this in your main phase 1 instead of not having a main phase 1? I understand you needed the Dugaris badly, but... I feel like that's the thing, right? We lose, still. Like, we very much lose. We lose more than anyone else ever has. But the thing is, the fact that we proved to them that the Dugaris main phase skip lost them their lethal line, that proves to me that we won the moral victory. We won in the marketplace of ideas. And that's like so much, that's worth so much more. Fuck. We are never going first with this deck. A lot of shit. Guardians, Magnet Warriors. Yeah, there they are. So I think what we do is like frame 1, activate Alzonia to summon Atoramar. They might just have to... They might just have to Guardian that on account of, like... I'm thinking too far ahead. They haven't even finished their combo yet. I'm not sure what they're gonna do. They're doing Fiendsmith right now. Yeah, because if they make Wave High King, then they have like 3 more ways to negate the effects to summon. In addition to the fact that they can remove stuff on Chainlink 1. Let's see what they do. Let's see what's going on here. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's not get ahead of the penis. Let's not get a suck of the dick. Let's not have sex with let's not fuck ourselves. Let's not fuck me. Nobody fucks me. Nobody fucks the hut. Bonding. Okay, this is like a weaker board than I expected. I don't think we can break it, but still. Let's see what happens here. Alright, alright. How about... That. Huh? Still no? Okay. I bet you're not prepared for this shit, though. Ba-ba-boom! How about now? How about... Fuck. Magnet bonding. Alright, sure. But now this summons Flux Oxenfeld, which bounces. I don't even know if it bounces sets. It might say face up. I don't remember the wording on the card. I need to read it. If you can resolve this fucking fusion summon already so I can read your fucking card. And they revive Guardian. That's fuck, you're right. Earth monster you control and a card your opponent controls. So it can bounce the set, but I can just resummon the set. The problem is, of course, the Quacky Guardian. So now they don't have... Oh, but they can just bounce. They can bounce in response. Okay. Okay, you know what? What I was supposed to do, I think, is I was supposed to place them both in the pendulum scale. Go to battle phase to trigger Ataramar to kill the Flux Oxenfeld. The sucks coxy smelled. How about some of this? How about that? Fuck. Alright. Okay, so that didn't go to plan. That didn't go to plan, but we've got Elzonia. Elzonia will pull us through this. Oh, you fucking moron. Your life ends immediately. And they can bounce it before the flip effect triggers. Fuck. Ah. That's so. Not a lot of decks anymore just put up a board that negates and destroys 4 cards in your hand, right? So the fact that we ran into the deck that did nothing but that is, you know, that was a misplay on our part. We just shouldn't have done that. And of course we got the Fualos. That's what we wanted. That's what we wanted. Damn it. Once again, all engine. The non-engine we play. The non-engine chosen specifically to kill Cusco. To kill Coolsco. There we go. Is it Fissure Pass? Is that what we're doing? Fissure, Fenrir, okay. Fenrir can only target face-ups, right? I'm rereading it for the first time in several years. Target 1 face-up card, so we're not in a terrible position. Getting the man, the person, the human person in this deck. That's kind of, like, I know Riseheart's name. I just, like, when I see him, I'm like, oh, right, there's a guy in this deck. There's just, like, a guy standing around. People are still doing this shit. I mean, people will do, like, anything anywhere, right? You go outside and you see people just, like, dicking around in ways you didn't know existed anymore. Wolfie Glick is 10-0 on Mega Steelix. There's no rules. You can do whatever you want. Everyone can kind of do whatever they want all the time. You could kill somebody if you wanted. It's, like, not actually that difficult. It's just not a very good idea, right? It's just not smart. Like, you gotta think about it, right? What did they banish? Did they get my fucking one-ups? That's the thing, is there's... This game sucks. This game fucking sucks, dude. This game might be... I think... Why are we doing, like Pokemon Champions deck checks? Why can't I do that? Why couldn't I have been interested in, like, music or girls or something? Why did it have to be a shitty game for morons? Why did it have to be a terrible card game for idiots? Why does it have to be this? Why is this my thing that I have to do for the rest of my life? They could have only gotten this deck list from Benjamin Netanyahu. Be goddamn to fucking hell. You're making flare metal. That's what you want to do right now. So, I think like a regular Kashtira board doesn't do anything to me, but flare metal. So I'm going to pay 900 for all my effects and then take 500 for them also. That's what's about to happen to me. Resolving Shangri-Ira. Summon Unicorn. Rip from my extra deck. Keep ripping my extra deck, dog. I don't even care. I wouldn't want to say stream sniping. Used to happen to me a lot. That's like pretty much the reason like I made a rule against playing against people from chat on deck check. It's to make sure that only the most annoying people who are stream sniping me the most directly do it. Alright, let's go... Activate Akneria to summon this one from hand. Now, Akneria is kind of like one of the shufflers. It removes cards from your opponent's grave. And remember, that's cards, not just monsters. I'm just making fun of her for no reason. I don't know this woman personally. I don't know her very well at all. I played against her one time. I'm just making fun of her on my YouTube channel for no reason. What do we want to do here? Actually, you know what? I know what to do. Activate this as a pendulum. Activate this one from hand. To summon from hand. Watch this. On a new chain. A new chain will be made. Come on. Yeah! Dumbass bitch. Dumb fucking moron. Dumb stupid idiot. Dumbass bitch ass. Get rid of you. And then... it would have been nice to flip both of you down and just get you stuck there, but like I feel like I should remove you just so I can like attack. Not this turn, but like later on, because he's both in defense. I'm thinking about it though. Nah, let's leave them on field for now. We might be able to get rid of them again later. There. And now we can just do whatever we want. The reason I did that is because now the materials are stuck under there. What do we want to do here with this particular hand? I think we're getting the field spell for right now. Okay. Falling for that is like a bull running off a cliff. What was their problem? I mean, they're playing Kashtira, dog. It's lit. That's the other thing, is if we ever start winning the game even slightly, we will just get the concession within like 1 second. We're never gonna see this deck, quote-unquote, pop off in any degree. Oh, we're going first for the first time ever. We've never gone first before on this show. We're gonna activate an Enneacraft card, and they're going to leave. Enneacraft release. Place... Yep. We are Enneacraft, we carry the flip. We scale all the gospels. We rolled a 6. We're going second. This game fucking sucks. Our opponent's on 60. That gay fucking cuck. Oh my god. Oh. Put me out of my fucking misery, dude. How do people hate this deck so bad? So, I don't want to say people just hate control decks, because the people who say that to me are really annoying. The people who decide that I need to hear that they think that people overhate control decks, those people, specifically who say that, are, objectively, really, really annoying. Not related to this statement, it's just a fact. But it's also a fact that people do hate control decks because they take a long time and they want to get on with their day. The point of EDO Pro, like, there's no ladder system or anything, so there's no reason to play out a game that you think you're gonna lose or that you think you're not gonna have a very good time with. So anytime you go second, and you can't just play out whatever combo you got on to play, it's just objectively correct to just leave. There's no, like, you don't lose anything from it. If you move past the shame of thinking that, like, a loss means something, then anytime you think you're not going to be able to play the deck in precisely the way that you want to, you can go. You can hit the bricks. You can leave. Dark Panther. They're gonna... What does Nebula Neos do? Not Nebula. Cosmo Neos. Nebula also has a really crazy effect, but only if you can get to end phase with it, I think. So it's not actually that good. Cosmo Neos, I think, is just Utopic Zexal, right? I think it's literally just, you can't do anything. I guess we'll see it. I guess we'll get to read it today. When Fountain came out, I was excited for the fact that it's a level 4 that doesn't lock you, so you get to make Exciton Knight and do Fiendsmith stuff again. But no, Miracle Ejector has made people decide that if they're gonna play hero, they've got to go all out, right? They've got to just commit to every bad impulse in this deck's history, play 30 bricks, and win in one card activation. Which does beat me here. It does win the game, is the problem. It's going to win this specific game, and this person's going to walk away thinking, what a great accomplishment. I've won the game. No one's ever won a game before. This is the first time ever. Who's excited to see for the first time ever someone winning a game of Yu-Gi-Oh? It's a historic event. Get John Moore on the phone. I don't know why I pulled John Moore. I think the reason is just because I still think about the clip where I said get John Moore on the call in the video with Danny. I just think that was a really funny clip. I sometimes forget that I'm funny, right? You know what I mean? I don't know if that's like... So I know someone's in the chat's about to be like, you're not funny. Someone's about to make like a joke like, you're funny? You think you're funny? They're just typing it and they've deleted it now. They've hit backspace. They're like, it's not fun anymore if he guesses. Anyway, I watch some of my videos sometimes and I'm like, this is some funny ass shit. I was watching the Muertos video last night. It was like 1 a.m., so the thing that struck me the most was how fucking fast I talk. I talk way too fucking fast. Someone complained in the comments of the Modern Decks video that I talk too fast and I don't speak clearly enough, which is all true. But like complaining about it is bitch made. But I talk really fucking fast, and every other sentence out of my mouth is something about, like, dick. Or, like, some, like, weird colloquialism that I'm using for a card a single time and then never again. Alright, so this is double contrast hero. I think this is the board that, like... What's his name? The Law YGO sent me that one time. Not sent me, I think he posted it on Twitter. He sent me his tweet of it, I think. We've gotten to the bottom of that. Alright, let's summon... Let's just start, like, putting shit on the board. Let's just see what happens. I rewatched that fucking Sandwich Day clip. Where I'm talking about all, like... How good the sandwich looks. About, like, the coyotes. I know how to say coyote. I know the word coyote. I say coyotes because it sounds folksy. I literally just say it to sound like I'm from the boonies. Alright, Cosmo Neos activating. For the rest of this turn, your opponent cannot activate cards. Also, cards your opponent controls cannot activate their effects. Your opponent cannot activate cards or effects in response to this effect's activation. I don't even have anything to say. I don't really want anybody want him to say. What do you want him to say? Right? That's all I have to say about that. Will they be chill? Yeah, let's just do it. Will they be chill? Will they be chill? So I don't need a starter here, so I think what I'm gonna do is get Adelspia. And the reason I'm gonna do that is because I want to bounce it to hand with the field spell. I think I should have done that. No, this was the only time to do it, kind of. I should have done this first, resolved it to see if I got the field spell, and then decided to do that. Because here they could Ash and just fuck up. Oh my god. Yeah, okay. Maybe I'm stupid. Maybe I'm stupid. Maybe I'm dumb. Maybe I'm a big dumb idiot. There is a way. There is a way to extend the combo. There's actually one way. Did you know that? Okay, so just everyone ignore that. Everyone ignore that we did this out of order. Because of course, like... Because, of course, we don't need to worry about that. We don't need age verification. Jaxel as comedian. Because it would be funny to get ashed there, it happened. God, that's so true. It's like horse theory, but it's like... It's heckler theory is what it is. Every time I do this, I get the field spell. Reset is just slightly better, and I never get it. It's heckler theory. If something would make me look dumber, if something would make me look more like shit, it happens. The deck can smell what would be funnier. The deck can smell what would happen to me that would be funnier. And then we see, that's the thing, is the only thing we lost from that interaction was the... What's it called? Like the release. We could have saved that. I shotgunned the release because I was going to get Orgia at first. And then, like, midway through, I'm like, I don't actually need Orgia, so I'm going to pivot here and do something else with it. Ideally, I should have held it to use as, like, an extender. So this is prompting me to use it because it theoretically could summon a monster, but it's not going to. So doing this right now really would not do anything. I guess it would... No, we don't have the Rebirth Engrave. We don't have anything anywhere. So now that does summon a monster. But now the problem with that theory... No, let's hold on. Let's just... As you all know, Tromaria is really bad, so it can't really stop whatever they summon here from using its effect, because their thing will be Chain Link 1. Do we just kill it here? Maybe we just kill that. It's entirely possible that we just kill it here. Engage. Or rather, their thing will be Chain Link 2, not Chain Link 1. It will resolve first. I said that back. I remembered how it works, but I said the wrong thing. If their thing was Chain Link 1, that would be great. Wouldn't it be awesome if cards worked how I specifically wanted them to? I think I have really good ideas. They should hit me up. They should let me decide how cards... They don't even gotta errata anything. I just go out there and I just say how the card works, and now it does. Whatever's funniest is now how the cards work. This is my pitch to Konami. Have you been doing, bud? Die! Being mean for no reason. I'm always being mean for no reason. Here's something I picked up at Columbus. Is somebody's like... I don't even know how to describe this. It's like, it looks like part of a pen. Like it used to be the inside of a pen and it just fell out, but they kept using it. I saw it on somebody's mat. I didn't swipe it, if that's what you're thinking. While they were like getting their stuff together and leaving, their pen just fell into my bag. So later in the day, I found this shitty pen that I had seen earlier in the day. I'm like, why the fuck do I have that guy's shitty pen? But now I have it, and I don't know, I mean, it's got like a nice little, like, snappiness to it, like the way it feels in your hand, right? I kind of get why he keeps it, why he kept it, despite it clearly being a broken pen. You can't, like, the tip is just perpetually out, so it dries up. And you have to kind of, like, is it fully dry right now? I'm trying to, like, get any amount of ink. There we go. So it still writes, you just need a minute. Everyone needs a fidget spinner. I have a fidget spinner. I think I obtained it. I never asked for a fidget spinner, but I obtained it at some point. And I put it away because I don't want to fidget with it all the time. I prefer to be doing something productive with my hands, and if I'm just fidgeting, then like suddenly... the tip is perpetually out. Me too, man. Getting pussy! Yeah, yeah! I have it here somewhere. Probably... I've used it for deck check bits before, but I don't know where I put it. That's the thing, is I put it away so that I'm not just playing with it whenever I'm streaming. But then the problem is I do fidget with other shit. I do actually just fidget anyway. Doesn't solve the problem. We're just doing prop comedy now while we wait for our opponent to play out their Sky Striker turn. Got Among Us. My brother got me these. He gave them to me at YCS Vancouver in 2023. He also gave me this. I don't know how this product came to be, but it's some sort of like bear-shaped coffee mug. Not really a coffee mug, because you can't... It's not really conducive to actually drinking out of. It's more like a mug that you put things in. Like if you need like a... It's not really a pen cup either. It's not tall enough for that. But it's got Yu-Gi-Oh branding and shit on it. It's got the puzzle. You can see, like, that's the Dark Magician. The Blue Eyes White Dragon. Okay, I actually caught a small amount of flack recently. Because they announced the manga collection where they're going to release Yu-Gi-Oh cards with their original manga art with the manga frame, which looks kind of interesting. As they revealed Blue Eyes White Dragon, Red Eyes Black Dragon, and Dark Magician. And I said, and this is just true, the manga art of Dark Magician looks like shit. Kind of just looks like shit. They tried to release it a long time ago as like a new art of Dark Magician, and I'm like, I don't really want this. And so now they're releasing it in like, I get like a context that it makes sense to release it is this manga collection. But that doesn't change the fact that it looks like shit, right? So I said, like, they really want us to like this art. They really insist that this is an art that we want. And so people, for one thing, were like, just assumed that I didn't know what it was. They were like, they had some sort of reverence for the original Takahashi art. Kazuki Takahashi, great man. We miss him every day. Did so much for so many people. None of us would be here without him. That drawing he made of Dark Magician looks like shit, right? I don't necessarily have reverence for everything this guy ever drew, right? In the same panel, he drew Dark Magician out on the field, and it looks good. So I don't think like the card art, I don't gotta respect that as much, right? This is just my opinion. Our opponent kind of went and did something else. They were playing with their peanuts. All right, so what happened here today? I feel like Enneacraft has the capability to go second, like, well enough, but only if you draw the big guys that you really need in the right moment. Atsuramar has like a really good all-around effect to break any sort of board, but then if you need like either form of protection in the form of Astapixia or Architail, you're gonna need to just hard draw that because you can't justify playing more than like one or two of each. So then like if you're facing down something that has a board wipe, now suddenly you're on the luck of the draw trying to find them off of your Enneacrafts. So that's where I feel like this deck is still like kind of lacking, is that they don't have that precise control over which of the big guys they're able to see, and they can't justify playing more copies to see them more consistently because they're not starters, you know? Really just the ratios in this deck on all levels are just kind of frustrating, you know? Have like Reset being a 2-of alongside the Field Spell being a 2-of kind of makes sense, because like you want a Field Spell to remain in deck in case it gets like Cosmic Cyclone, for example. I mean, Cosmic Cyclone, not a card people play anymore, but the concept of the Field Spell being banished still persists. But like only playing 2 Reset means that you're not confirmed to have the Reset in grave all the time. Subspace Battle gets you to a lot of your guys, but you can't use them immediately, which is much worse going second. There's just a lot about this deck that I would like to see fixed before I ever like really feel comfortable about calling it like a good deck in the format. Any of what I talked about in terms of like what the deck can do now with the new tools it has in like my video at least, I just feel like it can't actually do that on a consistent basis. It has to kind of like rely on a little bit more RNG, I suppose. And so that's where I'm landing with this deck. I don't know. I just don't get it. I don't really like it. One my cup of tea, as they say.